What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, y'all, I was watching, I believe it was Say Cheese TV. That's the brother Sean Cotton, right? He makes excellent content. Got a lot of dope interviews on his channel, and I've been watching him and his growth for a long time. So shout out to that brother. But nonetheless, he was interviewing Sexy Red. I think Sexy Red is from St. Louis. Yeah, she gotta be. Right? Midwest girl. But you know, ratchet than a motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can't say it any cleaner. That's what she is. So in the interview, he was asking her about Jada. Y'all know Jada Waiter. Jada, who is Lil Baby's baby mama or the mother of his son, right? I guess some months ago, she made some comments about how she likes street dudes and she really only liked dealing with street dudes, so on and so forth, all of that, right? And so, you know, when she said this, it caused a lot of it turned a lot of heads. People was like, what she mean by that? What she mean by that? And he started asking Sean Cotton was asking other girls that came on his platform about this. So he asked Sexy Red. Sexy Red says she agrees. Right? Now, she didn't bash 9 to 5 working guys. She didn't bash working class men or corporate America men. But she says street dudes bring a certain excitement in your life, right? It's a lot of spontaneous stuff. They always on the go. They don't have a scheduled routine lifestyle. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what she said. And it's a lot of girls who think that way. You know, I remember when I was in school, it was some girls, and she didn't say this, but it was some girls who, when I was in college, who thought I probably would be boring because, you know, I did my work. I was cool, calm, and collected. I wasn't loud and obnoxious. I wasn't on the scene. I didn't smoke and drink. Right? So when somebody hears a person doesn't smoke and drink, they do all their work, they real low key, they think, oh my God, this dude has got to be the most boring person on the face of the earth. Got around me and was keying, all that, and I laughing, slapping their knee, having a time of their life, figuring it out that I wasn't boring at all. And you know, it's a lot to come. Like, I'm not a, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a diverse individual. I'm a multifaceted individual, right? But it's girls who think that only street dudes got that type of like aura around them that can be exciting or funny or lively, so on and so forth. And I want to caution a lot of young girls who think like that. And I want to caution y'all because I knew a lot of street dudes growing up. I had street dudes that was in the neighborhood, street dudes that were the older brothers of some of my close friends or big cousins of some of my close friends. I had street dudes that was my cousins, my uncles, so on and so forth, right? It was some dudes that, like, being real, being honest. Y'all, like, being a street dude's girlfriend gotta be the most hectic shit I've ever seen in my life growing up. Them girls was always stressing. They gotta be on call just in case the dude get locked up. Gotta come be responsible to come bond them out, even if the dude didn't have the money. I seen dudes' girlfriends losing their goddamn mind, trying to do hair, trying to hustle up on some money to get their boyfriend out because the boyfriend putting a whole bunch of stress on them to get them out of jail. Like, I've seen this. I promise you, I've seen a girl try to braid 3 heads in one day just to try to hustle up on some money to get a dude out of jail. And it was like this dude steady getting himself into bullshit and he can't even get himself out of it. But because she riding a dime, she got to come up with this money, right? I've known a person, right, who was in the streets, moving weight, selling drugs, doing his thing, whatever, right? And he had enemies. One of his rivals or his opposition, you know, as we Chicagoans say, Chicago street dudes really, one of his ops found his car, right? Found out, I think, where he stayed at, his car, something like that. Start shooting up the whip, spraying up the car, right? Didn't even see if he was in the car, didn't see who was in the car, none of that. His girlfriend sitting in the car, she got shot up. Now, she lived and she survived and she's okay now. Everything is all good with her. But at the time, it was scary. It was scary, man. Like, you don't know if you're going to live or die, man. You can get shot one time and that bullet hit the wrong artery and it's over with. You could bleed out on the scene of the crime. You know, and this woman, she ain't had nothing to do with nothing but dating a street dude, got shot, and then, like, you know, and She had to go to the hospital, get stitched up, and it was all a part of that game, a part of that lifestyle. So, you know, women be saying they want to be the street with street dudes. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this, and I know especially how these street dudes play in Chicago. If they can't find your boyfriend, if they can't find buddy, they come to your doorstep. They coming to your doorstep. And they ain't trying to hear, I don't know where he at, I ain't heard from him. I don't know, I ain't talked to him in a while, because they know you lying. They know that Negro loves you to death. They know you love him. They know you keep goddamn tabs on every type of movement he got. They know you might got his location on your iPhone. They ain't trying to hear that shit. So they're going to be ignorant, abrasive, aggressive, in every type of manner you can think of. They not coming to play. And they going to come at you with that static, man. And some of these dudes don't care nothing about you. Some of these other street dudes that's the rivals of the dudes you possibly would date. They don't care nothing about no woman, and it's a woman, don't do this and don't do that to her. It's some dudes out here that like, they ain't playing fair at all, right? I know girls who was dating street dudes. They was living high on the hog for about a couple of years. Dude got killed, riddled with bullets. And they was left in sorrow, despair. I'm talking about depression because they dude got killed. I'm talking about him every day on Facebook. And I mean, bawling their eyes out, crying their heart out, heartbroken as hell. You know, and it takes them years to recover. You feel me? You dealing with a street dude, you gonna go, like, that's the shit you gotta deal with. You gotta deal with that pressure of being on point. You might have to take that charge for him. I seen a video of the police. I don't know what this was. They had the camera in the car. And he's in the back seat. He's in the back seat of the police car. The police get out the car trying to look in a whip. And he's telling her, you got to take this charge, baby. She's pregnant with his seed, with his child. And he trying to convince her to take the charge. Telling her, you a woman. You won't get right out. You ain't got no trouble. Ruining her fucking life. She's about to have his baby. And she's going to get she's crying her heart out. And he's telling her, stop crying. Look at me. Give me a kiss. And she looking like, I don't want to do this. She don't want to do it. But she know if she don't do this, this dude may be abusive to her. He may be cold-hearted that she ever seen. He may not even claim the child because he's that ignorant. If dudes be ignorant and scared of jail that much, they wouldn't have let their pregnant woman go to jail for them. Trying to get her to take the charge while she's pregnant. Her whole future ruined. Taking a drug charge, a gun charge for her. Are you crazy? Right? But this is what come with that. And I don't think a lot of women take that into consideration. Y'all thinking you want to date. And see, Jada speaking from dating a dude that's a street dude who's a rapper, who's making multi-million dollars. That's some different shit. A lot of these street dudes ain't making that money. They just got a name and reputation in the hood. They feared or respected. But you can't take that fear or respect to the bank. After a while, all that shicey shit you doing come back on you tenfold. Tenfold, man. And it's the karma be heavy. So yeah, man, a lot of women don't want to take no charge, but you gonna have to do that dealing with a street dude. He gonna put that pressure on you and say, take that. I don't care what your mama and them say, what your daddy say. And that's one thing. I'd be goddamn my daughter take a charge from one of these nappy head little dudes, man. These nothing Negro, some of these little nothing street Negro. Nah, man, we ain't doing that, dog. We ain't doing that. But it's some girls whose father said the same thing. And they daughters did it, man, because she falling for a street dude. And she entering that cycle into the game, man. You know, I done seen a women who they man was financing everything. She living rich, living like she Frank Lucas's wife. Or goddamn Nino Brown's woman. Right? She chilling, she clean every day. She got the nice cars, the latest designer stuff. They going to go eat at all the fancy restaurants, all the shit you do. A lot of these women dream of, a lot of these dudes dream of doing for their women, these true Bonnie and Clyde stories, all that shit they want to do. Right? They living the real Bonnie and Clyde life where she just sitting on the side and she collecting while he doing all the hustling. Brother gets sent to jail, sent downstate Illinois, sent to jail for 20 years. Ain't no money moving, ain't no money flowing. She wasn't working. She flat on her back. Flat on her face, rather. She fall flat on her face. She ain't got nowhere to turn to. She trying to figure out where she gonna get some money from because she trusted the street dude to take care of her. He ain't even got no damn bank account. He ain't got no money. And that money ain't put up. He wasn't saving it. Or the money he was saving, he had to spend it on an attorney to help him get his sentence reduced. You see what I'm saying? So it's cautionary tales. This is caution. I'm telling these cautionary tales to a lot of young girls who think dating the street dudes is cute. You better get you a dude that's working a 9 to 5, a regular dude, right? And when I told that story at the beginning, I was basically saying how some women think that the dudes that went to school, that work corporate lifestyle, that probably don't smoke or drink, or don't really be into the fast life, that they not exciting, that they not funny, they not fun to be around, right? And I was just saying that how it was girls that thought that about me in college until they kicking it with me and my homeboy, my roommate Melvin. We making them laugh, we cracking jokes, we making them smile. We fun to be around, man. We got good positive energy around us, and it helped to make them feel good, And I wasn't into those street stuff, but I had my radio show, TV show, all of that, and to some women that may be exciting to some people, right? So look for excitement in the right things, not the wrong shit. Because looking for excitement in the wrong shit, you got to take that charge. You become an accomplice to stuff he got going on, and you go to jail. You go to jail, man. You go to jail. Girl kicking it with a street dude. She regular girl. She said she ain't going to do nothing. She just going to sit there and be the pretty trophy girlfriend or trophy wife, whatever you want to call it. Next thing you know, she started getting attracted to the lifestyle. She get in the lifestyle herself. Because it's attractive, it's alluring to her. She get into it. Next thing you know, she's selling weight. And guess what? She get taken away from her kids. You feel me? Police will make you snitch on your boyfriend or threaten to take you away from your kids. And the woman don't want to tell her boyfriend because she knows consequences and repercussions to that. She's scared to death of him and his friends and all the people that running with him in the street. She don't want to tell, but she don't want to go to jail and be away from her kids or get her kids taken away from her. That's the one thing you can tell a woman she gonna crack on. I'm taking them kids away, right? And a lot of women that's dealing with street dudes, them dudes really ain't stand up all the time. They ain't gonna be there for them kids and do what they supposed to do, especially if the children not theirs, or even if it is, they gonna want to be doing other stuff, right? And she gotta be like, oh damn, I can't. I guess I gotta tell on them. Then after they tell, they gotta move somewhere far, go to South Carolina, I don't know, Louisiana, Mississippi somewhere, go to Texas somewhere to get away and try to stay low key. Cause the dude trying to find where they at, all type of retaliation. You gotta worry about all that bullshit. So date the regular dude working a 9 to 5. Regular dudes that's cool, calm, and collected. They got charisma about themselves. They got swagger. That they funny, they witty, they got great conversation skills, and they're not in the streets. They work in corporate America, or they work a regular 9 to 5 job, getting it out the mud, doing what they do, take care of their people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm telling you, chase the excitement in the streets all you want to. It's gonna lead to disappointment. It's gonna lead to failures. It's gonna lead to heartache. It's gonna lead to broken promises. It's going to lead to a spiral and downfall of a life. Don't nobody want to have to go through that if they don't got to. They really don't. Word to the wise, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.